Das ist wirklich das Letzte, was ich machen würde.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off.
Alice!
I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crash car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Okay, er ist also wieder aus dem Wasser gekrochen, nachdem er nachgesprungen ist.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
Ja, die Jagger, die hat sich ja von der Dunkelheit ziemlich einnehmen lassen. Und das war ja die, glaube ich, die Freundin von den Thomas Zane, der jetzt in dem Taucheranzug immer hinter uns herwabert und uns da die Hinweise gibt und Hilfestellungen, um die Dunkelheit zu bekämpfen. Der auch mal ein Schriftsteller war, weil ich das verstanden habe. Was ich sagen wollte, Barry und der...
Presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
Die besaufen sich da einfach und schlafen da in dem Haus von den Andersons ein, würde ich mich niemals trauen, wenn ich weiß, dass da draußen irgendwelche komischen Leute rumlaufen, die mich töten wollen. Ich dann
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Ja, ist auf jeden Fall das Letzte, was ich machen würde in so einer Situation. Weil du bist ja voll angreifbar und... ja.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her.
Ah!
Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes, I'll write. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No, I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobwebs she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away. but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my barber a long time ago. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night. I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Previously on Alan Wake. Under the influence of the dark presence, I wrote a horror story that is coming true. Jagger had been my editor, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful.
The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. My mom gave me this old light switch.
The clicker.
Alice is being kept in a dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to fix this.
It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Well, we're expecting a record crowd from the neighboring counties. Naturally, we hope to break the record set by last year's Moose Fest in our neighboring town, Watery. Ladies and gentlemen, some people have asked me, what's the big deal about Deer Fest? And I think that this sums it up. It's about friendship and community. We've got a great party coming up, but let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
I have it. Someone will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light.
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
I think my tongue just took a crap in my mouth. Ugh. Oh, wait, we're in jail now? Al. Al, this is not good.
That about sums it up.
Ja, viel konnte ich jetzt gerade nicht dazu sagen, weil halt ganz viel geredet wurde und ich jetzt nicht in die Story rein labern wollte. Also im Endeffekt hat der Alan ja am Anfang die Alice verloren. Und
Crazy lady? Ugh, whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here. They're not gonna...
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff. I wanted my... Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist. Wake, what's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead... Wait a minute.
Oh my God!
Light. We need light. It's the only way to fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
Da kann ich jetzt.
Man, we're sitting ducks with the lights out.
Stay cool. I can get the emergency power on.
Ich jetzt heb mal kurz eine Seite auf, weil, warte mal. Moment. Ja, ist ja gut. Weil jetzt muss ich mal ganz kurz das alles sacken lassen. Also der Alan hat jetzt gesehen, was in der Woche passiert ist. Er hat jetzt die Alice verloren. Die Alice ist in den Cauldron Lake gefallen, wurde von der Dunkelheit da reingezogen. Die Dunkelheit hat dadurch jetzt ihn gezwungen, als Lösegeld eine Geschichte zu schreiben. Und er hat sich ja in dieser Woche, die ihm gefehlt hat, das war ja, Alice war weg und dann plötzlich kam der Cut, er war jetzt da irgendwie in einem Autounfall und hat sich den Kopf angestoßen und ist dann eigentlich mehr oder weniger in die ganzen Sachen reingeworfen worden. Und in dieser Woche hat die Dunkelheit in Form von dieser Barbara Jagger, der ehemaligen Freundin von dem Thomas Zane, ihn gezwungen, eine Geschichte zu schreiben, damit die Dunkelheit irgendwie Macht hat, um wieder auszubrechen aus dem See. Er war aber noch geistesgegenwärtig genug, den Thomas Zane in die Geschichte reinzuschreiben. Und der Thomas Zane hat durch das Licht, was er noch ausstrahlt in seinem Taucheranzug, es geschafft, Alan irgendwie aus dieser Situation mit dem Schreiben rauszubringen. Und diese ganzen Pages, die er geschrieben hat, sind jetzt irgendwie da verteilt überall und erzählen jetzt eine Geschichte und lassen die Dunkelheit in die Realität jetzt einsickern. Und auch der Thomas Zane hat damals wahrscheinlich solche Geschichten geschrieben, um irgendwie gegen die Dunkelheit anzugehen. Und auch diese Odin, hier diese Anderson Brothers und so. Und diese Cynthia Weaver, die Lady of the Light, die in dem Lied erwähnt wurde, hat jetzt diesen Klicker, nachdem das Kapitel benannt ist, jetzt bekommen, um diesen Klicker gegen die Dunkelheit einzusetzen, weil auch der Alan mal was erwähnt hat von einem Klicker, wenn du in der Dunkelheit Angst hast und so weiter und so fort, benutzt den Klicker, dann kommt Licht und bla. Das heißt, diese Dunkelheit, die im Cauldron Lake lebt oder existiert, ist irgendwie echt und Alan wurde halt von dieser Dunkelheit beeinflusst, um halt eine Geschichte zu schreiben und diese Geschichte, die kreativen Einflüsse, die Leute da einfließen lassen, halt sorgen halt dafür, dass die Dunkelheit stärker wird. Durch Musik, durch Schriftstellerei, was auch immer. Und Alan ist jetzt gerade das neueste Opfer. Und der Nightingale hat jetzt irgendwie was gelesen mit den Seiten und wollte jetzt gerade ein Gespräch mit dem Alan führen und ihn zwingen, in der Zelle zu bleiben. Hat gemerkt, dass er wahrscheinlich irgendwo auf der Seite sowas gesagt hätte. Jetzt hat ihn die Dunkelheit weggezogen.
Nightingale tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand half of it, but it all rang true. Impossibly true. He took out his hip flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page that made him take out his hip flask. It wasn't the booze that made his mind real.
Okay, da hat er geschrieben, wie er das gelesen hat. Und hier auf dieser Page muss, glaube ich, stehen, was er gerade sagen wollte und warum er jetzt so nervös wurde. Also Nightingale reads the manuscript and Nightingale attacked by the dark presence.
Nightingale felt the situation veering out of his control, but the gun at least felt steady in his hands. He was ready to fire, resolved that he would let this happen over his dead body. And yet he hesitated. He had seen this moment before, read it in the page. He was transfixed by the déjà vu and the horror that he was a character in a story someone had written. Then the monstrous presence burst in behind him and dragged him into the night.
Genau das ist gerade passiert. Also der Nightingale hat es gelesen, diese Seite, und hat gemerkt, dass er das, was er da jetzt gerade gemacht hat mit der Waffe und dieses Over My Dead Body, dass er das gelesen hat, hatte ein Déjà-vu und die Dunkelheit hat ihn jetzt gerade mitgenommen und in die Nacht gezogen. So, und wir müssen jetzt Licht finden, weil Licht ist das Einzige, was uns jetzt hilft hier gegen die Dunkelheit. Aber wenigstens der Sheriff oder ja, glaubt uns jetzt. So, ich sammle mal ganz kurz Leuchtfackeln ein. Ich bin mal so frei. Und Thermoskann, ist ganz wichtig. Ich weiß zwar nicht genau, wo die Alan hinsteckt, aber sei es drum. Oh, da ist ein Auto vor der Tür. Auch eine Möglichkeit, um die Tür verriegelt zu halten. Da geht's nicht weiter. Da geht's auch nicht weiter. Dann müssen wir jetzt wahrscheinlich wirklich in das Büro hier hinten. Auch nicht. So, Sicherung an, bitte. So, Sarah, hat's geklappt, oder? Ich brauche unbedingt eine Waffe.
Here are your things. Wait, what do I need to know? What do you need from me?
They can be hurt in the light, only in the light. And I need to find Cynthia Weaver. She can help me stop this.
Light. Check. Cynthia. She lives in the old decommissioned power plant. I can get you there pretty quickly in the rescue chopper. Come on, let's get back to your friend.
Also ich will ja nicht sagen, Sarah, aber das sind nicht meine Sachen. Erstens hatte ich eine Hunting Rifle. Zweitens...
We're going to fetch our ride, but I have friends who need to be warned about this, and I can't be in two places at once. I need your help.
Well, okay.
Here's a list of people and phone numbers. I need you to call them and tell them you have a message from me. Night Springs, okay? They'll know what to do.
Night Springs? Like the TV show? Gotcha. Oh, hey, that radio guy is on the list. Maine. Who's Frank Breaker? He related to you?
My dad.
Hey, is this like a secret society?
Can you do this? You'll be safe here. The backup power's on. These guys need to be alerted, just in case we don't come back.
You'll come back for me though, right?
As soon as we get the chopper ready. Thanks, Wheeler. I owe you one. Okay, let's go, Wake. Through the back.
My
Ja.
hangover wants a pizza. You think there's any way I could order one, Al?
Ja, was ich sagen wollte, das sind nicht meine Sachen. Falsche Taschenlampe, ich hatte eine Hunting Rifle, Flare Gun.
This is Barry Wheeler. Yeah, I know it's late, but listen, the sheriff, Sarah, asked me to tell you something.
So. Mal ganz kurz hier nochmal schauen.
Whatever took Nightingale must have broken the gate controls. We can't reach the gate's control box from here. We need to get to the other side over the rooftop.
I'll go. I'll open the gate for you once I'm across. You stay here in the light and cover me, Sheriff, okay?
Are you sure? Okay then, but hurry.
Ist da Dunkelheit? Ja. Da müssen wir weiter. Aber ich gehe mal davon aus, da geht es jetzt nicht lang. Wir müssen also auf die Rooftops. Da hinten ist eine Leiter. Die haben wir ja schon mal gesehen, als wir hier dem Entführer gefolgt sind. Sag mal. Ich weiß ja, wo ich hin muss. Alles gut. Habe ich irgendwas gesehen? Ah, Dunkelheit. Ich glaube, ich kann immer was aufsammeln oder so. Ja, ja, ist ja gut. Die Kamera muss ich erstmal einkriegen. Das heißt, hier geht es erstmal weiter. Genau, und hier waren wir ja schon mal, weil da lag ein Telefon in dem Autowrack und da wollte uns der Entführer zwingen, uns diese Manuskriptseiten zu geben, um die Alice wieder zu holen.